Information coming in from the court. The judge has in fact gone on to say this is not rarest of rare case, which is why the death penalty would not be given to Sanjay Roy. Life imprisonment is what has been decided by the Sialda court. This is what the accused lawyer in fact had been fighting for. But the CBI, the victim's family, wanted the highest punishment, which is the death penalty. Unfortunately, that hasn't happened, Ananya.
Has believed that this is not a case of the rarest of the rare nature, and life imprisonment of over 25 years has been granted to Sanjay Roy into this particular case. The next option that the CBI and in fact the parents of Abhaya have is to approach in fact the Calcutta High Court, challenging this particular order, seeking in fact a death sentence into this particular case. They can seek in fact the quantum of punishment to be increased in this particular case. A detailed judgment would follow. But at this particular point of time, the big update that a colleague Kamalika Sengupta that brings us from the court is that there is no kind of a death penalty that is coming in for Sanjay Roy into this particular case. However, a life imprisonment of over 25 years is something that Sanjay Roy has been awarded with by the Sialda court in fact Calcutta. Very clearly at this particular point of time, the detailed order copy is something that we would need to see as to why the court felt that this is not a rarest of the rare case, why the gravity, the gruesomeness of this case has not found a rarest of the rare nature with the courts, with the conscience of the court, and that would suffice as to why this is a case that does not fall into the rarest of the rare category, because nationwide protests had broken out. The Supreme Court, the Calcutta High Court, both had called it an incident of a barbaric nature, questioning in fact as to how and why the Kolkata police somewhere or the other derailed from its investigation. The matter was sent to the Central Bureau of Investigation. The CBI too stated that the crime scene was altered, and still it secured a conviction, and now finally a life imprisonment of over 25 years for Sanjay Roy in this particular case. Definitely the parents might not be happy, and the CBI too, in its push for a death penalty, could only secure a life imprisonment of over 25 years. The detailed judgment would reveal the reasons why Sanjay Roy has been convicted in this particular case, what kind of the evidence that the court felt that establishes his guilt beyond reasonable doubt, but also what it would be important to note and see in that particular judgment as to why the court felt that it is not a case of the rarest of the rare nature.
All of that will come out once we have the final detailed order that comes out of the court. Ananya, do stay on with us. Pallavi joining us, getting us more details as well. Kamalika is with us, getting us what transpired in court. Kamalika, if I can get you in, because you were there when that judgment was when the quantum of punishment was being pronounced. Why is it that the court believed this was not rarest of rare? We'll try and reconnect that line with my colleague Kamalika. Pallavi Ghosh also with us on this broadcast. Pallavi, as far as the Sialda court is concerned, now this is a lower court which has come out and given this quantum of punishment, which is life imprisonment and not death. This is not something that either the parents or the investigating agency wanted. They do have legal recourse now to approach the higher courts.
Absolutely, they can always appeal against the verdict and the quantum of punishment given out by the judge of the Sialda court. Both the CBI as well as the parents of Abhaya, as she's come to be called, had said that this indeed is a rarest of rare case. It was very heinous, the way she was brutally raped and then she was killed. And in fact, the parents have also made the point it could not have been just one person, Sanjay Roy, which is why the ambit of the investigation needs to be widened. And that's the reason why they've also approached the Supreme Court on this matter. So I think there's going to be a deep disappointment, not just by the CBI, but also by the parents of Abhaya, because this is exactly the point that they had been making, that we are going to be very disappointed if anything less than a death penalty is awarded to Sanjay Roy. But more than that, I think the next step ahead, will the ambit of probe be widened? Second thing is that when that appeal goes in, possibly from the CBI and also from the parents against the quantum of punishment which has been meted out by the Sialda court judge today, what is going to be the next step ahead? But the doctors' fraternity also, I think, Poonam, would be equally disappointed, because they also have been pitching for the fact that what has happened to one of their colleagues was absolutely inhuman. It was brutal, and also raising the larger question at how safe are they